To talk us through the epic conclusion to the Gears of War trilogy is our special guest, the Lamborghini driving Tony Stark of video games, Miss Blazinski.
What's up?
We're so happy to have you. The
Good to
demo
see
this
you.
morning you did on the stage of the Microsoft press conference was great and all.
Yeah, I think it turned out okay.
And I wouldn't expect anything less, but we're actually going to see something a little different today, right?
Absolutely. What you were seeing at the E3 show at the Microsoft press conference was one half of the story.
Okay.
So in Gears 3, we're playing with the story a little bit Pulp Fiction style, whereas for a little bit, you play as Cole and Baird on their own mission, and then it kind of links up with Marcus and Dom when they're on a ship. So the two stories intertwine nicely, and it winds up with a giant Leviathan exploding.
All right, well, let's check that out. We saw a little bit of the Leviathan exploding at the Microsoft press conference.
Spoiler.
Spoiler, you guys win.
Something blew up, yeah, surprise.
Okay, so will you describe what we're kind of seeing right now and what we're
so what you saw in the press conference was on the boat. And I looked up at the bridge at the end of there where we were addressing Cole up top. And you can see Cole's on top of the bridge. He looks down before and sees the lambent Leviathan that's basically attacking the ship. And at this point, he's got to battle through to get to a crate full of tickers. Because Baird came up with this idea that he's basically just going to drop a bunch of tickers on it and hope it blows up. Which, as it turns out, it will. Cole's going to hopefully execute that guy. Ooh, Retro Lancer stab, and cut his throat, and he's dead. And so he's going to try and work to this kind of fortification that's at the front. Got a turret turret over to the right that's trying to take him out. Now he's going to get the Vulcan, which is this machine gun that we have. It's actually a two-person gun. It just completely annihilates everything. It's one of the most bad guns in the universe.
How is it a two-person gun?
So basically, player 2 carries an ammo box, kind of like the little monkey with the crank type thing, right?
Okay.
And player 1 holds the Vulcan cannon, and if you follow him around, you're kind of chained together. And it's kind of like, people in a donkey suit.
So you got to work together a little bit. And so we have some new Gear soldiers here. Who are they?
So basically, you have Carmine is back.
Yep.
And this time, he's a total badass. I don't know if you ever saw the image of him. He's got like giant guns and everything, right? He can like take out a locust.
I'm kind of sad about that.
We don't know if he's going to live or die. Yeah, we had a contest and people voted.
I know.
I
voted that he should die. That's why I'm a little disappointed that he's a badass.
I wanted to die too.
I respect tradition. What can I say?
Do you see this is the one shot we have right here? This is a gun that's like an elephant gun, and it just went right through the boomer shield right there, and it basically turns your enemies into pink mist.
And so you also have the Retro Lancer, which does not have the chainsaw attachment to it.
No, it just has a big old blade on the end of it, right?
Okay.
And it's one of those things, if you hold the B button, you can actually do kind of a charge and stab people and pick them up in the air. It's a very powerful gun, but it kicks like a mule.
Okay, so we'll be a little cautious with that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so what kind of changes? Okay, right now I should say while we're looking at it, we're
yeah, this is the part where at the end where we dump the tickers on the lambent Leviathan and it winds up popping and blowing up. And so after this, everybody kind of reunites, and they go along their merry way on the quest to potentially find Adam Phoenix, Marcus Phoenix's dad.
Except the boat doesn't fare so well.
No, the boat doesn't do so hot, and it's kind of this theme of them basically kind of messing up everything they kind of touch inadvertently, right? The boats, they're at the sea, they think they're safe, and of course they're not, because if they were safe, there'd be no game, right?
Right.
So all hell breaks loose, and then they have to save themselves.
And so what kind of changes are players going to notice from Gears 2?
Well, it's going to work online.
Okay.
Yeah, that was one of the things. We figured out matchmaking. I mean, one of the things, the game was originally going to come out in April, and Microsoft said, let's put it out in September, and we're like, oh, holy crap, we can finally do a beta. The beta was a huge success. We have over 1 million pre-orders. We had tons of players in on the beta. I don't even know how many people wound up getting killed in the game. It was tons of them. And matchmaking got sorted out, and we have dedicated servers. So day 1, September 20th, this is huge. I'm of the belief that if you're going to ship a shooter in 2011 and beyond, you need to have dedicated servers. So we ponied up for that, Microsoft ponied up for that, and it's going to create an amazing online experience.
I think that is something that a lot of gamers are going to be able to get behind.
Yep.
So there's also the silverback mech.
Yes.
This is something everybody's really excited about.
It's one of those truths in life, like farts are always funny. If you add mechs, everything's better, right? And it's like we have this giant mech.
It's so beautiful.
And monkeys make everything funnier too. Yeah, but it's just like a giant mech that you actually hop in.
Okay.
It's kind of like a mechanical loader, and you can actually deploy in it, and somebody can take cover on it. So it's kind of one of those other ways you can play in co-op. The left arm of it's a rocket launcher, right arm is a Gatling gun, and it's just basically a walking tank.
That's pretty awesome. Okay, it looks actually like we're about to go get some silverbacks right now.
Yeah. And so this is the part where the Leviathan's attacking the ship, and the tentacles are kind of closing in and making these crates go, so you actually wind up getting, hopefully not getting smushed.
Right.
And if you look over to the right, what happens is we open kind of a garage door, and there's 2 silverbacks in there. In the main game, you actually have access to both of them, right? Both players can hop in it, but for the purposes of the demo, we wanted to show off the co-op gameplay of the fact that player 1 can deploy and player 2 can take cover on it, kind of blind fire around it, and just generally have fun and kick ass.
Now, so you guys love doing these giant sort of Leviathan-style monsters.
Yeah.
Are we going to see more than one?
I don't want to spoil it, but there's a little bit. There's a little bit that was teased in the War Pigs trailer that came out. You saw something that looked like a giant beetle from hell. That's Queen Mira's steed that she rides in on. You actually get that exclusive information here, by the way.
Oh,
I'm hooking you up right here.
Yes.
And it's pretty tough.
All right, let's stay right here. We have got more gears on the way.